Ok, hola chicos y chicas. Hoy hablamos del capítulo 10, vocabulario 1. Si tienes el libro, estamos en página 348 y todo el vocabulario es del aeropuerto. Por favor, practica conmigo y repite la palabra después de mí, por favor. Ok, vamos a empezar. Hacer cola. Hacer cola. Okay, hacer cola, if you can't tell from the photo, is just to wait in line, And if you notice, you also have a different way of saying it, and that is repita. Repite, por favor. Hacer fila. Hacer fila. Okay, so you might hear it either way, hacer cola o hacer fila. Repite. El pasajero. El pasajero. Okay. El pasajero es la persona que está en el aeropuerto y quiere ir en un viaje, ir a un viaje o ir de vacaciones. Repite, el mostrador. El mostrador. Okay. El mostrador is the counter where the pasajero is standing. Okay. Repitan, la gente. La gente. Puede ser el agente, depende si es una persona masculina o femenina. Here we have a feminine ticketing agent, so that's la agente, but for both forms you have the E on the end. Facturar el equipaje. Facturar el equipaje. Otra palabra puede ser chequear el equipaje. Chequear el equipaje. So if you want to say you're checking your luggage, you can use chequear, or you can use facturar. I like to think of facturar like you're factoring your luggage to where it needs to go. Like when you factor numbers, you put them into groups. Well, when they factor the luggage, they're putting it into groups, starting in one location and going to different locations. También tenemos el control de seguridad. El control de seguridad es donde tienes que poner las maletas para chequear para drogas o armas o cosas malas en el control de seguridad. Después del control de seguridad, puedes ir a la sala de espera. La sala de espera. Y en la sala de espera hay una puerta. Una puerta. Puerta significa door, but in this case, when we're talking about the airport, it's going to mean gate, the gate. Y toda la gente está esperando. Esperar. Esperar. Okay, so they're waiting. Y aquí repitan, el avión. El avión. Okay, para abordar el avión. Y la gente está hablando, acabo de desembarcar, ¿dónde puedo recoger las maletas? Y la chica dice, allí, over there, allí, en el reclamo de equipaje, in the, looking at it, reclaim of our luggage, the luggage claim, okay, the baggage claim. So, repite, por favor. El reclamo de equipaje. El reclamo de equipaje. Las maletas. Las maletas. So here we have luggage and then we have actual suitcases. Remember that AJE suffix is similar to the AGE suffix in English. Like garage, okay, which is garaje in español. Garage, garaje. Luggage, equipaje. La aduana. La aduana. La aduana is customs. Okay, customs is where you go when you arrive at your destination. So you're getting off of your plane, you arrive there, and you have to declare any items you might have been traveling with that the country requires you to announce. For example, money over a certain amount, any type of plants or animal species that you may be carrying with you, sometimes fruit. It depends on what the country requests, but you have to go through customs and declare those items. Otro vocabulario que tenemos, cambiar dinero. Cambiar dinero. Comenzar un viaje. Comenzar un viaje. The reason I had that E circled was that E is where the IE stem change occurs. Remember that your stem changes for any verb that has a stem change will always be on the second to last vowel. So here's your last vowel, which is part of your infinitive ending, and here's your second to last vowel, which is where the stem change will occur. Comenzar, if you think of to commence, you're beginning something. Encontrarse con, encontrar to find, and encontrarse con is to meet up or to find someone. Alguien, which is someone. Hacer un viaje. Remember, there's that AJE suffix, so similar to the word voyage in English, we have hacer un viaje, but we translate it as take a trip, because most of us don't say, I'm going to take a voyage. Irse, which is to leave or to take oneself. I'm taking myself somewhere. Me voy. La llegada, which comes from the verb llegar, which is to arrive. La salida, which is your departure, coming from the verb salir, to exit or to leave. Okay, so your departure, your salida, is where you begin your trip because you have to leave on the plane. Your llegada is where you end your trip because you arrive somewhere. For example, I want to go to Spain. I'm going to start in ORF, right, in Norfolk. So I leave at my salida, okay, that's where I'm leaving from, Norfolk, and I fly, probably catch a connector somewhere, but I finally arrive in España, which is my llegada, it's my arrival. Sentarse, which is an E to IE stem change, and that is to sit down. You always hear me say to you all, siéntense, which is the command form, but sentarse, me siento, te sientas, it's a reflexive verb. You're literally making yourself sit down. We also have los servicios, which is a nicer way than saying los baños, but certainly if you're traveling, you needed to use the baño, you could definitely say los baños. Another word for that is also aseos. And here we have un chico que está hablando. Voy a abordar el avión ahora. Tengo todo. No quiero perder nada. I'm going to board, abordar, the plane now. I have everything. No quiero perder nada. I don't want to miss or lose anything. And he has his pasaporte, el pasaporte. También la bolsa, which is a bag. If you recall from our vocabulario, the clothing, bolsa can also mean purse. Here we're using it as a bag. And then we have a billetera, which the billetera is a wallet, okay? We have a carnet de identidad, which is your identification card. So normally you'll travel with your pasaporte if you're going out of the country, and also your carnet de identidad. You have a tarjeta de embarque, which tarjeta de embarque is the boarding pass. Okay, and then you also have el boleto de avión, which is the plane ticket. If you need to, please pause at any point and repeat after me and practice saying those vocabulary words. And then really quickly, our exprésate, we have, ¿me puede decir dónde está la oficina de cambio? ¿Me puede decir dónde está la oficina de cambio? Could you tell me where the exchange office is? You could use me puede decir. Could you tell me a qué hora sale el vuelo? At what time the flight leaves? Me puede decir is a great phrase. It's just could you tell me? And then you can add other things. Una respuesta. ¿Me puede decir dónde está la oficina de cambio? Está a la vuelta. It's around the corner. Where it's is referring to la oficina, because está is the correct conjugation for that third person, singular. ¿Sabe usted a qué hora sale el vuelo 954? No quiero perderlo. ¿Sabe usted a qué hora sale el vuelo 954? No quiero perderlo. So do you know what time the flight leaves, or flight 954 leaves? I don't want to miss it. Where lo is referring to what? El vuelo. Muy bien. Okay. Oh, caramba. Lo is referring to vuelo. And so a response could be, lo puede ver allí en esa pantalla. I said allí earlier. Recall that allí means there. It's the opposite of aquí, which many of you probably already know. Lo, referring to el vuelo, once again. Okay, and pantalla is the monitor or screen. También otra respuesta. Sí, sale a las 4 en punto. Sí, sale a las 4 en punto. Sale, it leaves, from the verb salir, and en punto we know is on the dot. Finalmente, ¿dónde se puede conseguir un mapa? ¿Dónde se puede conseguir un mapa? Where can I obtain or get a map? Lo siento, no sé. Lo siento, no sé. Okay, so you could also use ¿dónde se puede conseguir una revista? ¿Dónde se puede conseguir una soda? ¿Dónde se puede buscar la hora del vuelo? Okay, where could I look for the flight time? I mean, there's lots of ways you can use this donde se puede. Notice we're using the usted form because in the airport you're not going to really know anyone. They're not going to be familiar to you, so you want to be polite. Okay, I know this video is getting rather long. I'm working quickly. We have the last exprésate and then we're done. ¿Ya sacaste el dinero? Did you already take out the money? ¿Ya sacaste el dinero? Sí, ya lo saqué. Yes, I already got it. Notice we have a couple things going on. We have a direct object pronoun, el dinero, which is that lo, and we're putting it before our conjugated verb. And sacar in the yo form, because we're answering the question that was in the to form, is one of those car, gar, zar type verbs. So it's gone to the K form. Otra respuesta, no, todavía no. Debo pasar por el cajero automático. So no, todavía no is no, not yet. Todavía is like saying yet or still. Depends on how it's being used. Debo pasar. Debo, if you recall, is from the verb deber, to should. Or in this case, they're using it like I need. I should pasar, pass by or go by. El cajero automático, the automatic teller. Okay. Ya hiciste la maleta? There's that word ya again, which means already. Did you already make your suitcase up? No, todavía tengo que hacerla. Still, in this case, todavía is being used as still. I still have to pack it. Notice, la maleta is referring to la. It's a direct object pronoun attached to an infinitive in this example. But remember, we could place it before the conjugated verb. No, todavía la tengo que hacer. And then finally, we have, ay, deje la cámara en casa. Ay, deje la cámara en casa. So he's saying, oh no, ay, deje from the verb dejar, to leave behind. I left the camera at home. No te preocupes, puedes comprar una cámara desechable en cualquier tienda. No te preocupes, don't worry. Don't worry yourself, literally. Puedes comprar una cámara, you may buy a camera, desechable en cualquier tienda, a disposable camera in cualquier tienda, any store. Okay, gracias por escuchar. Remember to rewind, go back, repeat as much as you need to, and practice your pronunciation. After that, the next bit, I will show you the first 10 words that you need to study for your pruebita mañana. Okay, and as promised, here are the first 10 words for your mini quiz mañana. You have customs, there, to get, arrival, around the corner. Can you tell me to lose or to miss, flight, suitcase, and map? Buena suerte!